this will be the most raw video I will ever make. And it's because it's the most important subject that I have ever made a video on. Because this is a Wednesday, and I'm here
And just like that, he started lying. It was a Thursday.
on a random beach in Bali. I have no idea what the time is. Actually, I do. Maybe 4. But what I wanted to say is this is me catching myself in my own dream. This is a big part of my dream and has always been to have freedom, to have this, not only freedom, because I think this is where we get a lot of things wrong. We just want freedom. We want to be able to be where we want to be at any time. But what I see with so many entrepreneurs and people who work online, or they have that dream life, they have the ability to have the dream life, is that they cannot relax. They can't just take some time and sit on the beach without their phone, without the computer. And maybe if you're one of these people, I just want to say to you that until you free yourself from the hustle, the struggle, the need, the must, the should, would, could, have, or not have, but would, should, must, and need. Until you break out of that prison, you're not going to be able to enjoy this beach on a Wednesday. Because you're going to be up in your mind, you're going to be in your brain and think about what's the next step. You're going to stay in the future and always create from this sense of need. And I just want to share, because I think this is a big reminder for myself of the work that I put in. That yes, maybe I'm not as far as the other people in the financial situation, but I can sit down at any time, in any moment, and enjoy the moment and actually capture it. And actually capture the sounds, the smells, the food. And I was one of the people who would always want to be somewhere all the time. If I wasn't working, I felt like I was wasting my time. I was wasting my life because I wasn't doing what was needed to get done. If I missed a workout, I would blame myself. If I didn't do the amount of work that I should have done, I would have blamed myself. But all of this comes from lack. All of this comes from not enough, that you're not enough. And maybe it's something we've been taught, maybe it's something with just the hustle culture that we have. To go back to the reason why I want to do this video is to share, to focus on your inner, focus on being able to feel peace, to feel gratitude, to feel the love from the inside, and definitely to stop judging yourself on all the negativity that you do. It has probably helped you to get to the point that where you are, but it's not going to get you to a point where you can feel peace and happiness in the moment. And if you feel that stress, if you feel like, oh, wherever I go, I feel like it's not enough, I feel like I always need to get to the next point, I'll tell you this: if you can be in a state of mind like this and still feel gratitude for the moment, be peaceful, be happy for what is, it's not like you lose your motivation. And for me to let that go, I was really scared that I wouldn't have any motivation. I wouldn't have a driver to drive me forward, because the driver was me pushing for discipline, pushing for more and more and more. And I realized that I do not only the exact same amount of work, but also I enjoy doing the work. I never feel like I do work at all. At any time, I don't feel like I do work, because I do what I think is fun. I do what I feel like is aligned with who I am. And if you feel like, oh, no, I can't do that, it's not possible, that's a limiting in your mind. That's a mental block that you have, because there's unlimited opportunities to do things in different ways. And you're just limiting yourself to one specific outcome in one specific way. But if you can just sit with that obstacle, with that problem, you can understand that you can just go either through it or over it or under it, because there's always solutions to these things. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to feel bad wherever you are. If you're broke, if you don't have the job that you want, if you don't have this or that or this, or you need this, this is just the rule book that you put in yourself. That unless I have this, I'm not going to be happy. Unless I have this, I'm not going to be happy. When I get to this point, I'm going to be happy. When I get to that, or when I have this, I will be peaceful. That time is never going to come. I've seen so many people, really rich people, a lot of money, they have everything that they could ever ask for, and they are still in the same stress, in the same lack mindset. So, if you think that when you make it, you're gonna feel peace and happiness, I just ask you to see if you can find that proof anywhere. And if you can't find it, start creating the peace from within. Start building that gratitude, that happiness from within. Practice it. Yeah, it feels crazy. I never, actually I knew I was gonna get to this place, but I mean, it feels crazy to be here without that stomach pain, without that inner stress and feeling like I should be somewhere else. And just allowing this Wednesday to be a Wednesday, allowing myself to do absolutely nothing. Even if there's always more work, even if there's always more clients I should call up, even if I'm missing the gym, even if this, that, this, I'm allowing myself to be in this now. And that's the most abundant feeling that I've ever felt. No judgment, and just fully here, fully present, and just enjoying this. Just enjoying this. Since it's the most raw video, I can also add some more stuff. So I just wanted to say, the thing that I said with that maybe you feel like you're scared of losing the discipline and the motivation, if you just let yourself love yourself a little bit more and have a little bit less judgment on yourself. The thing is that you always create the rules yourself. So if you want to go back to the rules where you force yourself to do stuff and have to push yourself and force yourself to do things, you can always go back to that. But there is another way, that's all I'm saying. And that way, from personal experiences, it's a lot more fun, a lot more calm. And you can still do a lot of stuff. Like there's no difference because you set the rules. You set your own standards. And I think the difference now for myself is I just have high standards. But if I don't reach them sometimes because I'm tired one day or something, I won't push myself. I won't push myself to do it. But I also know that on days, for example, when I record content, sometimes I can make 4 YouTube videos in a day because I don't have the pressure. I'm not pushing myself. So when I'm inspired, I probably do 2 or 3 days work because it's easy. You can always, as long as you learn how to control your energy and control your emotions in your mind, you can create whatever motivation you want. So you don't have to struggle and suffer in the meantime. You can just enjoy the whole journey instead. Anyways, that's the end of this message. I hope it finds you well. And if it doesn't find you at all, I hope it does in your next lifetime.